Livtocook show, I present to you Chef Liv. Live to cook vegetables and starches.
Hi guys. So what are we going to do with that chicken, right? We're not going to just serve it by itself. So we're going to take a look at it. A couple things we're going to be putting with our chicken. You guys are going to be doing either menu can have the batonette honey glazed carrots and French green beans, and either a chateau potato or a Parmesan risotto rice. So we're going to walk through that and see what you're going to put on the side. So you're going to start with your peeled carrot, okay? Remember to keep those peels for your soup or your stock because you'll need that for your sauce as well. Batonette, remember if it's round, we want to make it flat. Batonette's about 2, I always like to use my finger, 2 1/4 length. All right, we're going to make that flat. And we're going to block that off. Now I'm going to show you 2 ways to do that. Kind of like our home style way. So we're going to get that kind of cubed out. And then we want to have a batonette. Now there's a perfect batonette. Okay. Now am I going to have some curves on it? Yes, because I'm going to use the curved sides. Oops, I didn't take off the end. There we go. So now I understand that some carrots are bigger, some are smaller. They're round, so they will be curved. So you're not always going to get the squared off perfect batonette, which is what we see here. Okay, so we're looking at, I think your recipe says 3 ounces of veg. So it's just about 1 carrot per plate, close to 1 carrot per plate. Now, yes, if you wanted to get super technical, you could block this whole carrot off like so. And then we can use this. And then if we block that out, you can get a better batonette shape, okay? So I'm just gonna finish this off here. And of course you can use those trimmings in your stock. So we've got our water started here because I don't wanna just go straight to sauteing, right? What do? We blanch it. So there's a blanching chart guide coming, okay? So we're gonna blanch this for a couple minutes, then we're gonna take a look at our green beans. See you right away. I'm going to get my French green beans ready. Okay, so not quite like a snap pea where you could get that vine coming all the way, but let's just take a look. When we're doing snap peas, we get a really long vine. You have to definitely clean up the sides, like each side end, I should say. But sometimes you get lucky and you can get that vine to really pull off some of the inside here, like that. Now with snap peas, you're going to do that all the way. Now I'm not going to French these first because it's actually better to blanch them whole, okay? I think it's been 2 minutes. So when we blanch something, what do we do after? Ah! We shock it in an ice cold water bath. Maybe you don't have ice at home, so you can just use really cold water. Or I guess I could always bring some ice. Now we're going to shock that. Ah! So that our carrots will then be ready to saute. We want basically to get our carrots and our beans at the same space setup so that like they both are blanched so that they both cook equally when we go to cook them. Same reason we cut those carrots to the same size, right? Is so that if they're the same size, they'll cook more evenly. All right, so I have some of my green beans ready here. And that looks about right. Probably about 3 ounces as well. And we're going to blanch those as well. So once we finish blanching those, we're going to saute them together and we're going to do a honey glaze. So we'll talk more about that honey glaze when we come back and we have our beans and our carrots blanched, because I do want to show you guys how to French the green beans. You can buy French green beans, but here's how you make your own. So we will show you the Frenching part right away.
Take 3.
Hi, so now our green beans are almost al dente, right? Firm to the bite. So like I said, there's a chart for your blanching, but we want to make sure that we have it just before al dente so that we can finish it in our honey glaze butter sauce. So here's our beans. Oh, look, I lost a little carrot in there. All right, I'm going to keep that water going because why not? For my chateau potato, which I'll show you guys in a second. Actually, I'm going to set that aside and get my pan going instead. so I can show you the sauteed veg. So now that we've shocked it, we can pull it out of the water. And we want to make sure we don't get too much water in there actually, right? So it doesn't go into that pan after. And as you can see, when you blanch your veg, you get a really nice color. And the contrast there is really nice. Another vegetable that I like to put with this is red cabbage, just to pop purple, green, orange, beautiful colors. But we don't want to lose those colors when we're sauteing it. Now, if I was going to be sauteing this for a long period of time, like I didn't blanch it, I wouldn't want to use whole butter. I would want to use clarified butter, right? Because then my smoke point would be higher. So we're going to go with whole butter, but you could have used your compound butter from your Kiev. You could saute in a little bit of olive oil if you prefer. However, it's the same thing with I like to go a honey glazed carrot and add that honey, that natural sweetness. Your recipe will indicate sugar, either sugar, it says white sugar, but white or brown both work, just to sweeten it up a little. You don't need a lot. I'm going to use honey for mine, okay? So nothing ever goes into a cold pan. So once that's ready to go, you can hear it. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, perfect. I've got a little salt and a little pepper. White pepper would be preferable so you don't get those black specks. But I don't have any here right now. All right. Then we're just going to let that hit the pan. And we'll hit it with a little bit of salt. Teeny bit of pepper. And like I said, the honey. But like sometimes you don't have everything at home. Again, you could always use sugar. I just like having a more natural sweetener. And it really draws out the natural sweetness of the vegetables. So it's a nice way to add some flavor. We're just gonna saute that up, do a little toss. Ooh, there we go. Okay. I'm used to cooking on gas, but hey, this is what we got. Thank you, Mark, Chef Foggy, for hooking me up with your little burner here. Soon, I'm gonna have to have a little stove that I have over here as well. Guys, we're gonna be moving on to our chateau potatoes for what we're gonna be serving with our chicken Kiev. See you right away.